Some attacks are so bizarre, no one knows what caused them. From blurry footage to real injuries, we'll count down 10 cases where people, and even animals, were attacked by something unknown. And we're ranking them not by fear, but by how real they might be. Number 10. A grainy film, a running beast, and a violent end. It's known simply as the Gable film, a short silent reel of 8mm footage that surfaced online in the early 2000s. It appears to show a man filming a peaceful forest scene, until something charges out of the trees. At first, it's hard to see, but as it gets closer, the shape becomes clear. A large quadrupedal creature, low to the ground and moving fast. The camera shakes, the man panics, and then the lens hits the ground. The clip ends with static. Many believed it showed a real dogman or werewolf in Michigan. The grainy style, lack of audio, and sudden violence made it all feel disturbingly real. Years later, it was revealed to be part of a homemade horror project, a hoax. But the fear it created, that part was real. Number 9. The lights came from the sea, and the sky exploded. In Bahia Blanca, Argentina, residents reported something terrifying near a naval base. 4 black triangular objects emerging from the Atlantic and hovering over military structures.
¿Qué mierda es eso?
Explotó algo, chica. ¿No serán los polvorines? ¿No hay polvorines acá?
¿Qué son polvorines?
De acá, de la base.
No, qué cagazo que me di.
Tembló todo.
Mirá.
Está volando.
¿No será de la base?
Va a ser una explosión que comenta ahí.
¿Cómo de la base? ¿Cómo que de la base?
Puede haber una bomba en el lugar.
No, ¿me estás jodiendo?
La base.
Mirá, mirá cómo huele eso.
Then came the lights, intense beams cutting through the night, followed by explosions, strange noises, and flashes in the sky. Some witnesses claimed to see a direct exchange of fire between the objects and the military base. Even more disturbing, a local UFO researcher said 2 or 3 soldiers were injured by a strange laser-like weapon. Videos shared online show panic and chaos, but the Argentine Navy, they denied everything, claiming it was just a routine helicopter exercise. Still, the timing, the lights, the injuries, and the 4 separate neighborhoods reporting the same thing, it doesn't add up. Whatever happened that night, it wasn't routine. Number 8. In the forests of Paraguay, something ancient still walks. Known as El Pombero, this creature from Guarani mythology is said to move silently through the trees, appearing only at night. He's short, hairy, and capable of paralyzing his victims. Or worse. For most, it's just folklore. But in recent years, that changed. Across 14 rural towns in Paraguay, people have reported real attacks. A man found tied to a tree. A woman who vanished overnight and returned days later, unable to speak. A child dragged from bed with no sign of forced entry. Victims often appear bruised, dazed, or strangely marked. In one case, a man was found wandering, half naked and bleeding, near the woods. Police reports exist, journalists have investigated, but no one has ever caught the Pombero. And the people who've seen him, they don't think it's a myth anymore. Number 7. It all happened in seconds, and there was nothing he could do. In the jungles of Guyana, a man was walking his dog near the edge of the forest when he heard a growl, then a sudden yelp. He turned just in time to see a large, dark creature dragging his dog into the dense undergrowth. It moved fast, too fast to be a jaguar, too low to be a man, and it was gone before he could react. searched the area, found blood, disturbed leaves, broken branches, but not a trace of his dog. No tracks, no fur, no sounds. Authorities investigated but came up empty. No known predator in the area matched the description. And the witness, a lifelong local, said, "That thing wasn't from here. He never walked that trail again." And no one ever found what killed his dog. Number 6. They came at night, and no one could stop them. In 2023, remote villages deep in the Peruvian Amazon began reporting terrifying encounters. Locals described tall, glowing-eyed beings that hovered above the ground and moved without sound. Some were shot at, point blank, but didn't fall. Others seemed to vanish into thin air. Residents were injured, people disappeared. Whole communities went into lockdown at night. In one village, a teenager was reportedly slashed across the chest by something invisible. Multiple towns described the same thing, but no one could explain it. Police and media arrived, but found no answers. Some said it was superstition. Others claimed illegal miners using drones, but locals insisted these weren't men, and they weren't human. Whatever was attacking these jungle villages, it hasn't been caught. So far, we've seen myths, legends, and terrifying close encounters. But what comes next? These aren't just stories. They're documented events with police, medical reports, and real victims. And yet, no one can explain what happened. Number 5. One sentence, and everything spiraled out of control. In Vancouver, Canada, in 2004, Bus 98 was doing its normal downtown route. A man stepped off, turned to the driver, and said, "It won't be for long." Then he disappeared into the crowd. Moments later, the driver began vomiting, then the passengers, then the paramedics who arrived to help. Panic broke out. The bus was sealed off. Hazmat teams boarded in full gear. But what they found shocked everyone. Nothing. No toxins, no chemicals, no signs of illness in any of the victims. Vancouver's chief medical officer said the only thing discovered was an acorn under a seat, thoroughly tested and completely harmless. Still, dozens were hospitalized. All showed symptoms, but no physical cause. The incident became known as the toxic bus case, and to this day, no one knows what really happened. Number 4. The ocean is vast, and sometimes it bites back. In 1918, off the coast of Australia, a group of experienced crayfish fishermen near Broughton Island returned to shore in a panic. They refused to go back out to sea. Their story? A massive white creature, over 35 meters long, had risen from the deep. It destroyed their fishing pots, snapped mooring lines, and swallowed their catch whole: crates, ropes, traps, everything. The water, they said, was boiling as the beast passed. One witness described it as a shark, but unlike anything they had ever seen. And these were seasoned men, not prone to fantasy. Some believe they may have encountered a living megalodon, long thought extinct. Others dismiss it as exaggerated, but the fishermen never changed their story, and they never went back. Number 3, he went out fishing and came back shaking. In Brazil, a lone fisherman recorded one of the most disturbing aquatic encounters ever caught on camera. While navigating a calm river in his small boat, he noticed a dark shape moving beneath the surface, following him. Then, 2 glowing eyes appeared. Began yelling, "It wants to attack me!" The shadow sped up, circling the boat like a predator. The water churned. The panic in his voice was real. He managed to escape. But the video, now viral, left viewers horrified. What was it? Some say a giant fish. Others think it was something prehistoric. No one has been able to identify the creature, but one thing is certain. It was hunting him. Number 2. The Amazon hides many things. Some of them fight back. A man was kayaking alone on a quiet stretch of the Amazon River, filming his trip for fun, until something dark moved beneath his boat. The shape was long, spotted, and too fast to be driftwood. Seconds later, it lunged. The creature rammed his kayak, nearly flipping him into the water. The man screamed, gripping the sides of his boat as the camera shook violently. Then, it vanished. The video went viral, with thousands debating what it could be. Some say a giant catfish, others a massive anaconda, or even a bizarre river predator yet to be classified. Experts haven't reached a conclusion, and though the man survived, he said he'll never go back to that part of the river again. Because whatever it wasn't finished. You've seen shapeless shadows, ancient sharks, and creatures with glowing eyes. But this final case isn't just terrifying. It's active, it's feared, and it's left a trail of blood in its wake. Number 1. In Burkina Faso, there's a river no one dares to cross alone. Locals call it the Monster of Bagre, a massive aquatic beast said to haunt Lake Bagre, dragging animals, and sometimes people, into the water. Described as black, reptilian, and covered in spines, the creature is blamed for the disappearance of livestock, the deaths of fishermen, and even elephant calves that go near the shore. Entire communities avoid parts of the lake. Some villagers say they've seen it with their own eyes, a shadow rising from the water, jaws wide open, before vanishing again. No scientist has confirmed its existence, but it's become part of daily life. Hunters leave offerings, parents warn their children, and locals swear the monster is real. And when something growls near the shore, they don't go investigate, they run.